Hello and welcome to Henry's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make some delicious grilled fish hoagie sandwiches. This is a really nice, healthy meal. You'll be grilling it out on your grill, and that way it reduces the fat from being fried. So first thing we want to do is we went to the store and we got some nice tortilla breaded tilapia fish. And since I'm making dinner for 3 tonight, we got 3 of these. You can get them usually at your meat counter at your grocery store. So here they are, right here. I'm gonna go ahead and I washed my hands before this, and it's important to do that because you can be at risk for salmonella, which is not good. So I washed my hands before this. So here's one of the tilapia. Take it out. And here's another one. And so those are our 2. So we're going to want to put these out on the grill.
There's only 2. There's 3 of us eating.
We'll cut one in half.
We're going to want to put this on the grill for a little while. Once it reaches, our grill reaches about 250 degrees. And then we're going to put it on there and cook it for a little bit. So let's do that. Stop. So now we're out here at the grill. We've got our 2 tilapias. Our grill has reached the temperature of 250 degrees, which is what we want. So we have the tilapia here. I'm going to put it on, just like that. Both of these. Then I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Just bring it up a little bit, not too much. Help them grill a little bit faster. I'm going to close this up. This is going to cook for a good 10 or so minutes, and then we're going to go make some tartar sauce.
You should use a spatula instead of your...
So now we're moving on to the tartar sauce. To make this tartar sauce, we're going to be using olive oil mayo, which is going to be healthier for you, as it does not include as much fat because of the olive oil, so it's low fat, low sodium, which makes it really good. We're also going to use some of this Jane's crazy mixed up salt. It's a mixture of all these different kinds of salts and seasoning. It's really cool, quite tasty. Also got some cracked pepper, some capers, some relish, a little bit of Tabasco sauce, and some lemon juice. So what we're going to do to start off is with our olive oil, mayo, we're going to get 3 tablespoons of this, and it's going to be 3 for us because there are 3 people in our group. So it's going to be 3 people, so let's just flatten it like that. Of course, it'd only be about 1 tablespoon of mayo per 1 person, so since we have 3 people, 3 tablespoons. So that's 1 tablespoon. That's 2 tablespoons. And 3 tablespoons. So I got mayo right now all over me, so I'm going to wash that up really quick. And now that we're done with the mayo, we're going to move on to the other ingredients. So first of all, we're going to include our relish here. We're going to get about one spoonful of it. This is just for taste though. If you prefer for it to be more relishy, pickly, you can add more. But keep in mind this is for 3 people, so this is going to be a larger serving. So one of these spoons, full with relish. We're going to dump it in here. Do that. And for one person you wouldn't include as much relish, but of course it is to your taste. So we're done with the relish. I'm going to mix this up a little bit, just to get it mixed up. Make it nice, and then we're going to add our seasonings. First I'm going to add Tabasco sauce, and all of these seasonings are also up to your own taste, so if you like it a little spicier, add more Tabasco sauce, or if you like it cooler, then you can choose no Tabasco sauce or very little. So I'm just going to put a drop or 2 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 drops Tabasco. So it's going to be a little spicy. Mix that in. Let's also put some of the mixed up salt in here. Just a little bit to your taste. I just put a little bit. And then we're going to put some of the pepper. So just a little bit, like before, to your taste. Mix that in. Then next we have the capers. So these are your choice. Personally, they're pretty good, in my opinion. So we're gonna do that. Mostly I got caper juice, sadly. We want the actual capers. So we're gonna get some of those. Just a little bit. Gonna put those in there, mix it up. Then finally, our last step, well, second to last step, we're gonna just squirt a little lime juice in there. Just a tad little bit. Just give it a squirt for about a second. And then, of course, if you want it to be more lemony, of course, you can adjust that. So now, we're gonna mix it up one last time really good. Make sure we got everything in there. And then we're gonna go ahead and put this in the fridge to chill it before it's time to get it out. So let's do that. It's in the fridge in here, all good. Put that in, then we're gonna go back to our fish and see how it's doing. So we're back out here on the grill, and our temperature in the grill right now is 350 degrees. So we're gonna check out our fish, see how they're looking, making sure they're getting grilled along fine. Let's take a look at the other side. Ooh, yeah, that's looking really good. Nice and toasty. Let's check the other one. Also looking pretty good. So we're gonna put these in for another 10 minutes. They're looking pretty good here. We're gonna keep them at the same temperature. Keep them in for another 10 minutes and continue. Alright, welcome back to the kitchen here. We here are going to show you what buns we're going to use for this. We got these from our local grocery store. These are the healthiest buns that you can get, the deli rolls, because they are made with white flour, which necessarily isn't the healthiest, but if you're going to do this, it's going to be about 11% of your daily carb intake. As mentioned here on the label, you should definitely check it out on the label before you purchase it to make sure you're not getting a ton of it. And so, here's our bun. If you really want to cut down on your carbs, since this is it's healthy, but it's just a little high on carbs, but just a little. So if you want to especially cut down on those carbs, you can cut this in half, so you can use only half the bun, which halves the carbohydrates, which is good. Or if you want, you don't have to use the bun, you can just go regularly just with your breaded tilapia. So that's about the buns. Alright, now we're going to talk a little bit about condiments. So on our sandwiches, we did already prepare our tartar sauce. And that is a pretty healthy, nice condiment for your sandwich. You can layer it over your fish. It tastes really good. But what you want to do is you want to use that tartar sauce as a condiment sparingly. Because some of these condiments, such as ketchup and too much tartar sauce, can turn a healthy meal into quite an unhealthy meal. Because tomato ketchup, it's usually pretty good, but if you put a little too much on, it's high on sugar and fats, sugar and carbs. So if you put too much on, you could be loading up on those, which is not good for your healthy meal. So I'd recommend, if I were going to be using condiments like you, which everyone loves condiments, I'd use them sparingly so you don't make it so that you're eating more carbs and sugars and fats that you just really don't need. You should just use them according how you want to stay healthy. Alright, so now we're going to talk about the sides for our meal. So first thing we're going to talk about is this coleslaw that we've already made. It's really a simple and fast, easy way to make coleslaw. You can just go to the store, get some shredded lettuce, add like a little bit of sliced carrots that you can find, some sliced radishes if you care for it. And once those are all chopped up, you put a little bit of mayo and a little bit of vinegar, mix it up, and it's really simple. You just mix that up. You've got some nice coleslaw, which we keep in the fridge because the mayo and the vinegar want to marinate in with the rest of our veggies. And put that back in the fridge. Next slide we're going to be talking about is this fruit salad. So this was also pretty simple to make. You can get sliced watermelon at your store and sliced pineapple. And just with those, you can just combine them. We threw in some blueberries that are tasty, and we just mix this up, and it's easy. It's quite fast and easy just to make a nice, simple, tasty fruit salad. But as just a general warning, fruit is definitely healthy, but fruit also has sugar. It's not an angel. So if you have just only eat as much fruit as which makes you happy, because even though this isn't processed sugar, fruit does have sugar, which if you eat too much of it, it can ruin your healthy meal. But just make sure, eat at a controlled level, which you feel good for, and that'll be good for your sides. Alright, so we're back out here on the grill, and it's time for our fish to come out. Let's see how they look. Here's the side we were cooking last time. Looked pretty good. Let's see the other side. Yep, that's looking pretty good. So that's one of our fish. Let's check the other guy. Also looking quite good. Pretty good. So we're going to take him off too. If it comes off. Alright, here we go. And I'm going to put that here on our cutting board. So we want to use plastic cutting boards because you don't want your wood cutting boards to get very fishy. It's not too good. So we're going to turn off the grill as our fishies are done cooking. And do that. And we'll come back to you in the kitchen with our preparation. So we're back in the kitchen, and we've just taken our fish off the grill. We've cut one, especially for our bun. I'm going to put that in there. Now we've got all these condiments I'm going to put in. I'm going to put in little tartar sauce we made. Not too much, but little. Just spread it out over on my sandwich. Get a little bit more. Okay, that should be good. Next, talk a little bit about hot sauces. Hot sauces are generally a pretty good idea because they're low on salt, so they're low on sodium, and they're a good substitute for one of these if you like stuff that is more spicy. So, in my mind, I like this a lot, the Louisiana hot sauce. You can usually get this at your store, but there's also many of other hot sauces. You have Cholula, Tabasco, Wicked Biscuit, which is a North Carolina company. You might not be able to get that at your store. And Red Rooster. So Red Rooster and Louisiana are both sauces from Louisiana, hot sauces. I personally like this one a little bit more, so I'm just gonna add a few drops of this. A little bit of that. Right in there. Good. Alright, so that's gonna do it. Actually, I might gonna add a little bit of ketchup. Not too much, because I don't want to spoil it. Let's add a little bit of ketchup. Good. I think we need mayo or mustard. So now let's go over to see our sides that we have today. Our fruit salad. Gonna get a good helping of this. So a lot of that. Boom. Then our coleslaw. Also gonna get some of that. Good stuff. And we got our coleslaw, our fruit salad. Sides are looking good. Our hoagie's looking good. And that's our dinner for tonight. So that was it for our hoagie sandwiches. Just a bite. And it tastes really, really good. Tartar sauce condiment mixes well with our tilapia. It's cooked, grilled just right.
You can even throw your coleslaw on top.
I can even add a little bit of coleslaw on top. Make it really good. So I hope you enjoyed this little cooking video, and you got to make a nice healthy meal for yourself that's tasty as well. See you in the next one.